So, obviously, people are a little disappointed about the no update of any kind, but it looks like I was correct. The times, the added bit of multiplication, the multiplier here, the boost, was their way of saying sorry. But, I mean, you can only... This isn't... The thing is, this isn't the only time that there was no update. There have been times where there was just no updates. I think in the last year there was like 6 or 7 times there was no update. The problem is, you can only do that for so long before it becomes an issue. The problem that we're having here is the fact that there's no update. The boost is nice and it helps, but right now I'm gem farming, I'm shadow eye farming, I'm star farming. I mean, you get all this awesome stuff in Area 16. There's no exotic that drops here. Otherwise I'd be farming that too. I would never move from this location. Because unless I was going to sell them. Then it would have to be even lower chance. But for now, I'll use my multiplier. Should be any time now, actually. I just hope it's not a colossal, honestly. You know what? They can have it. It's fine. I'm just collecting wealth at this point. And that's okay. I got my caffeine, my wonderful wife is watching, well, is with my son right now. I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can before I go to basic training, because I'm gonna be gone for 6 months. 6 months to a year just in training. As long as everything goes well and I don't get hurt or whatever, basically my surgical area would have to tear. Which I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm confident that I'm gonna be fine. But you know, we never know what's gonna happen. Holy crap, like, tomorrow, like, while we're talking right now, a meteor could strike the Earth and everything is gone within less than a blink of an eye. Less so fast that your brain isn't even able to comprehend the fact that it's gone. Like, what else? I'm not going to sit here and say I know the future. However, I do know that I have backup plans. I can come back to this area. I can go work at a sawmill down the road, which is a little ways away from the factory that I work at, and an airport. But I hate my living situation. I hate the fact that I cannot afford to buy a home for my family. It doesn't even have to be a great home. Like, it can be a fixer-upper, as long as all the basic things or the essential things are fine. That's all that matters. So close, 600 mils. And the thing is, okay, so here's the deal. Don't blow up my YouTube channel begging for Pooges and avatars, because I'm not just gonna give away things sporadically just because you beg for them. Like, no, like literally in the comments there have been people beg. There have been people before, including not too long ago here today, begging for stuff. It's like, dude, I don't give the people who beg in game. Like, I understand that you don't want to have to go above and beyond to get anything decent, but that's part of the game. I help out new people who don't. I help out people who do not ask for help, and I help them. I try to help build them up. I try to, like, oh yeah, give me a second, I'll go get you a bunch of pets and I'll wait. Maybe it's not the best things in the game, but it's the best that are some of the better things. And I can even fill up my inventory. They just need patience. They're always willing to wait. And it's help that they didn't ask for. But they're certainly glad to have it. Come on, man. Way too much that 600 million. Plus, I've gotten over 100. So technically, I think I've gotten like 150 million in one day, but keep spending. Could you imagine making that much money, like in real life? That would be bonkers. Just casual, just sit there chilling, playing a game, and oh, check their account. Oh my god, I made 100 million profit. That would be absolutely bonkers. But on the plus side, I am also leveling too. Man, this game is just loving, just making me take forever to level. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I know you're probably getting bored just watching me sit there, but that's basically what I'm doing. I plan on doing this every day as long as I get up with enough time. Doing this until we update it or the game shuts down. Because, like, okay, so here's the biggest problem I have too. We could have done quality of life fixes, like a small update where it would have fixed the problems that we're having. Like with, for example, the trade plaza. Added boots. If that's too much, then you could have added the possibility of us selling. Adding things like, I don't know, stars. Put those in there. Could have put these in here. Added all these in there to sell those. Potions. You could have added that to where you can trade for potions. Gifts. Relics. Gems. Like, come on. Like, for real. There were things that could have been done that would have made this so much easier. And I understand. I've never made a video game in my life. I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend to be smart enough to figure it out. Because these are just facts. I'm not. I'm okay with that. I know I'm not smart enough. I don't have any of the knowledge to be able to understand how to do this. And there are people who are like, oh, well, that's really easy. All you gotta do is this. Fantastic. I'm happy that we are so lucky to have such a highly intelligent individual. I am not one of them. I'm one of those people that like giving constructive criticism. Constructive criticism, not just criticism. Anybody can be a jerk and criticize. It's not really necessary at all to sit there and be rude. Like, when I know if there are people who are active that are going to be decent human beings and not sit there and put on their fastest character and just swipe out all the pets and the comets and stuff that land every 5 minutes. Well, comets are every 15 minutes and pets are every 5. And they just do that intentionally. They'll sit there and they'll gloat in there like, haha, you didn't get that. If I know that I have friends in or people who are trying to get the pet and they're willing to switch out to the weakest pet, I'll put my weakest, I'll put my D rank Igris in. Attack stuff for that, because I know it's weak. Sure, my point is, it's not hard to be consistent. Like, I know that they got a lot going on, whatever's going on, and this isn't their whole life. I would like to point out that I do know for a fact that video game companies look into how people in here are developing. They look to see how good it is, and their updates, and their fixes, and how fast they deal with stuff. So I mean, this is all. These games are an opportunity for people who want to do this stuff to do this stuff. So it's kind of like an incentive too for them. If they're really impressive with what they do, you know, I'll finish off a line of enemies. I had to make sure I put the enemies in because, you know, YouTube is. Here. Well, I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. There are people here. There are definitely people here. Like this guy. Well, I tried. There's a chance that he didn't rebirth. Oh, that's alright, I guess. Come on. Well, that's alright. I tried. You guys seen I tried. He could be AFK. He might not know how to speak English. I'm not saying he does or he doesn't. He could be farming is what I'm choosing to call it. Anyway, I do hope the devs team stuff for Avatar Fighting Simulator see this, because I want them to know that I do support them. I love the game. I wish them nothing but the best. But there are not every game, not every update. This next update will have to be a major update, unfortunately, because you know, like, I'm an adult and I understand. The moment I seen the times 10 multiplier, I knew that was their way of trying to make up for it. I'm appreciative. I am super appreciative, because I understand. You know, a lot goes into these things, and sometimes college students, they put everything into their studies. It happens. But they should know the next time that these things come around, and it's whatever, and it's not some medical emergency or whatever, you can always focus on smaller updates too, with an apology stating, I meant to do this, but life came up, so I worked on it and got this instead. And put smaller things, like, for example, instead of some, like, 37 areas or some gigantic, huge thing, they could have, there's 2 things they could have added to this update. For example, on a smaller one, they could have made it to where you can enchant, you can change an enchant for an evolved Huge and an evolved Colossal. For enchant shards. So instead of 1, it would be 100 a go. 100 enchant shards. 200 enchant shards. Stuff like that. They could have released it so that you could have a triple S avatar. But no, that would have been probably smaller, honestly. But then again, I don't know coding. Another idea is to add more stuff for us to do in the trading plaza. They could have put all the summoning and stuff, they could have opened up a room, and they could have added all the eggs and all the summoning thing in there. And then on a later update, you can make it to where this goes into your trading booth for this amount you want to sell it for. Just an idea, you know. Just my 2 cents that nobody was asking for. Like, why can't we do stuff like, you can, like, let's say that you have, for example, an Aetherian Knight or Glacier Knight. You can fuse those into each other, and it will basically be like an awakening effect. Instead of ascending, it'll awaken it. You can do that 10 times. +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, all the way up to 10, and 20, and 30, and stuff like that. It'll make it even more exciting. Give us something to spend the coins on. Because I don't know how much of the, I'm not sure how much suggestions I read, because they're no longer submitted as tickets anymore, basically. Or whatever it they basically just took that aspect out of it. Pretty disappointing. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but it is. Like, there's tons of small things they could do. Like, for example, fix the stage 1, the area 1 port. That'd be pretty chill. Let's see if there's a reason why they didn't, right? Okay, so let's see. Don't need a bear for that. Definitely don't need a bear for that. There's no bear needed for that. There's no bear. Okay, so that's the reason why they did what they did. It makes sense now, but people who are weaker can use that. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that can be done. So I'm kind of disappointed in that for the people who are able to actually handle that. It's been broken for a while. It's been glitched. That needs to get fixed. Make it to where enchant shards break the enchant system. Get rid of it out of the marketplace. Make it to where it's like a guaranteed drop. Or even if it's not guaranteed, 40% chance it'll drop. Right? Add it in there. Should be. Let's make it to where it's you have the same amount of it dropping as you do a common core or common star. And that'll solve the problem. I'm just saying. It will. It'll fix it very easily, might I add. But yeah, dude, I'm like getting the chance. I'm also getting like a ton of what are they called? Yeah, I'm getting like tons of exotic stars. I'm up to 62. I had like I used up all the ones I had, and then I started farming. So I've gotten like, you think, like 80 of them today? I think, something like that. Then again, I'm not really trying either. I mean, it's not like I've been on it for hours. I mean, actually in this game for hours doing this. I've gotten like a crazy amount of drop too. Dude, those extra stars are like really good on the server. I wish we would have had like 20 times luck, 30 times luck, 50, like to where people who have no luck are getting them. Okay, so you need luck. More than 0. My wife is helping me out with the BRO too. She is incredible. She really is. After this video, I'm gonna go and see if she wants to go to the store so she can go pick up her creamer. Ooh, there's that weird, like, Neo gunner thing. I'd love to get him. Just to work on him, because, I mean, he's not, like, the most OP thing in the world, but I can get it for, like, really cheap or find a way to get it for free. It's not fair. I don't want want to spend a bunch of money on it, but I want one of them for like the challenge area, where like during the seasonal rewards and stuff, whenever that happens again, I can take it in there and I can spam the crap out of those rooms. That'd be pretty cool. For real. But yeah, dude. It's a gunner, I know that. I'd love to have it. I'd be working on that. Like, once I maxed him out, and I got to like 700 million, no, 750 million, then I'd work on him, and I'd come back here, and I'd just be obliterating. It's not hard. We're in the, you know what's even better, too? With the times 10 luck, instead of like times 20 or times 30 luck or whatever, they have like times 5 luck. Times 5 is sick. Or no, times 5 XP along with the times 10. So that way it encourages people to come back and just level up stuff. Like people who like to just do all that stuff, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna go to challenges. Okay, what's going on here? Why can't I get it? Okay, so it's fine. I was trying to save it, but it's fine. Save the luck. I don't even care about the luck right now. I don't care even a little bit. I do care about the comet, though, you know? He can have that. I don't care about that. Somebody teleporting everywhere? Bro, that's messed up. Okay, where's the comet? You know what? If I missed both of them, I don't really care. Okay. I didn't. That's good. But yeah. I am gonna max him out. I'm gonna do some videos and talking about the game and stuff while I'm doing this. So let's do this. But I can at least get a rainbow something out of this. Because I'm never going to get anything good out of it. Nope, didn't even get a rainbow. That was a waste of my time. I really just want to like max him out. I want to have 2 maxed out. I want to always have 2 maxed out. Because I'm never getting rid of that iron. Unless the game shuts down and I don't have a choice to lose it. I'm so disappointed that the game is going in this direction. But I heard that there was a game that was a lot like this, that got to this degree, and basically it was the top players were able to keep it alive. And they just helped people out, they helped rookies, they got the word out, and they saved the game. I'm hoping this is going to be one of those games. Yeah, people are able to do that, bring it back, you know, basically from on the verge of non-existence. Too good of a game for this to happen. And I think honestly, if they can't handle it, they should sell it to a bigger company that can manage it. Monthly, daily rewards, and I mean daily, like when you check in, stuff like that. Because these little present rewards right here are terrible. These right here are terrible. I know they're free, but good God. And why can't we have those things where, like, you put this amount and then you get the thing you paid for and then a bunch of free, like gradually getting better kind of thing. Why can't we have that? They make so much money from that. That makes sense. Get rid of the stupid enchant shards in the market. That doesn't make sense. It's dumb. It's a dumb thing to have in there. You can get them for free. And if you take them out of the game, then everybody's just gonna leave. Straight up. There'll be no point. Nobody's gonna want to pay for those. Or give, like, up the amount you get from them by, like, multiply it by, like, 100. I'm saying. So, let's see here. Alright? So, instead of only getting that, you get times it by 100. Every one of these. I'm just saying. That's an idea. If you have to sell enchant shards in the marketplace, do that. Just do that. It's simple. People will buy them for that. Times everything by 100? My god. Even I'd pay for that. Bro. Because at this point, I'm just gonna farm them from the world boss. And if I get a good chunk where it's about what I'm asking for something, like ticket value, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take them. So I get them basically from trades, and I get them from the world boss. The very rare occasional challenge that I do. For something to do. That's all I'm saying. You know? Fusion thing too. We need more fusion things. They should have added the fuse machine a long time ago. It's a good idea. It is. I'm gonna give them the credit for that. It's a good idea to have that in here. It is. It just is. That should have been like 10 updates ago. It should have been in the game. It just should have. And Nova's basically just a roided up Aetherium Knight. I mean, even, okay, so the wings, right? So take a look at the wings on there, right? Okay. We got that. Now take a look at the Aetherium Knight. Look at that thing. It's very similar. It's stupid similar, dude. It just is. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Love you, bye.